Hey, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be right now today. This is episode 112 of the Michael Pena Sr. Show. And I'm your host, Michael Pena Sr., here January 18th, 2019. Jack Bogle said, "Don't look for the needle in the haystack, just buy the haystack." And we're going to get back to Jack Bogle, but before we do that, I want to make sure that you're staying on your budget. Because Meg and I, we've been going through financial peace, which has been absolutely fantastic. And when I'm done with my 9 weeks, I'm hoping to be setting up some classes, and I hope that you will follow me through financial peace. I'm going through it with my son Michael, with my daughter Shannon, and my wife Meg. We're in a group. And it's been absolutely fantastic. We're on baby step 2 within financial peace. And, I hope that you've been working on your budget. But before you can do any of that, before you can really go forward, and I love it when Dave Ramsey says, cut the cards, right? You shouldn't have any credit cards right now if you're following me. Because that's the first step, is not to go further into debt. We can't get rich. You can't get wealthy if you're borrowing. As Dave Ramsey says, the borrower is slave to the lender. And if you continuously borrow, you will be shackled for your life, and you will be hamstrung to gaining wealth. So make sure those credit cards are cut. Make sure that you've been working on your budget. And if you need any help, get in touch with me. Because, I always bring up the budget because 100% it's the backbone of everything that we do. We got to continue to work on it hard. All right. So let me just go back to Jack Bogle. For anybody who doesn't know Jack Bogle, he was the founder of the Vanguard group. All right. And just Google that. If you don't know it. He basically invented the index mutual funds. And what that was able to do is that until the mid 1970s, the novice investor just really couldn't afford to buy and sell stocks and be able to do things within the market. What index funds were able to do, you're able to buy a group of stocks that just follows the market. So whatever the market's doing, the index funds do. And it's like he says, don't look for the needle in the haystack. So you just look for that one stock that's going to make you money. You buy the whole haystack. And that's what index funds are. If you go to podbean.com and you go to my episode number 20, I talk about index funds. Because for you UPS people out there, that's what we have in our Teams to UPS 401k. We've got index funds. And I talk about, even in that episode 20, which I did, I don't know, two months ago or 3 months ago, I talk about how I really like this, because just like Jack Bogle, I'm a buy and hold guy, right? And I talk about that. And this is baby step 4 stuff. But, Jack Bogle passed away, and I thought I had to bring him up because, he's a pioneer. And what he was able to do to help the novice investor is we got to thank him. He absolutely changed the world. He changed the United States and the way that we invest money. And you could buy and hold and just let the market be. And you don't have to study stocks. You don't have to study everything. You can use your wealth coming from your pay, from yourself. You don't have to worry about it if you're putting them into index funds, because they just follow the market. And that's what Jack Bogle was able to do for us. He died last week at the age of 89. And, what he was able to do is second to none. And I just thought that I had to bring him up because, again, he was a pioneer. And we got a lot to thank for him, the novice, the average guy. And so we're going to remember him, Jack Bogle. All right. And if you want to learn more about him, Google him. He's an incredible guy, just incredible. Warren Buffett loved him and loves index funds. And I follow the Warren Buffett philosophy. So if you are working at UPS and you are on baby step 4, 15% of your household income should be going into your 401k. Go to podbean.com and listen to my episode 20. I tell you exactly what I'm putting my money into in my 401k. All right. So make sure you go to that and check that out and listen to that. Now, speaking about retirement, I had to help somebody, and I don't know, depending on where you live within the country, I guess that everybody's pension is managed differently within the Teamsters. We belong to the New England Teamster Trucking Packaging Fund, okay? Pension Fund, I'm sorry, Pension Fund. And you can go on there, NETTIPF. If you're in New England, NETTIPF.com, put in your member info, and then you can see what your hours are. Because I was talking to a woman, and I really love helping my UPS people. I really do. Because it just seems like a lot of people, you're afraid of money almost, or you're afraid to talk to people that are out to rip you off with your money. And I get that. Unfortunately, I work for a company that was like that. And they taught us how to do that very well. And that's why I really like helping the common guy, the common person. And this particular woman, she's been working at UPS for like 35 years, I think somebody told me. And she doesn't even know what her pension benefit is right now. She's at the age where she can retire and get a full pension payout. And I told her to go on this website. She'd never been on it. NETTIPF.com if you're in New England. Go on there, put on your info. It brings up your hours. You can track all your hours. And also, if there's a dollar sign above it, you click on the dollar sign, and it'll tell you at what age what your pension benefit's going to be. So, and somebody told me, well, she's a worker. She doesn't want to leave UPS. Listen, I get it. I'm a worker too. I think that I'll be working till the day I die. All right. But I don't want to be working at UPS till the day I die. I'll tell you that right now. I got an exit plan. And that's what you got to have. You got to have an exit plan. And looking at where you are within your pension gives you a chance to have that exit plan. This is one of the great benefits of UPS. There's only 13% of all companies that offer a pension, and UPS is one of them. All right? All companies now, they offer 401ks. We got both. We don't get a match in our 401k because we get a pension. Go on that, take a look. Now, if you're outside of New England and you still don't know what your hours are, what you have for a pension or what your pension benefit is, you've got to go to your local and find out how you can find out what they can bring it up for you and give you a printout and give you your hours, a breakdown of your hours, what you're going to get at a certain age, and how much that's going to be. So you can decide how long you want to work at UPS for. I mean, if you're doing the right things and following my plan, you should be 100% debt free, including your home, within 20 years. So if you're working at UPS for 20 years and you have no house payment, your kids are all grown up and gone, okay? And you've been putting money into your 401k, and you start looking at these numbers, you could decide when you want to leave UPS. All right? And it's important. And it's like I said to this woman, it's important. Somebody said to me, well, she's a worker. I get it. I'm a worker too, like I said. But if she gets $5,000 a month, let's just say, and she can't really increase that with the time she has, she'll be collecting $60,000 a year from her pension, and she'll be working somewhere else. Nobody says you got to quit working because you leave UPS. Go work somewhere else and make more money. Isn't that incredible? Isn't this a great country? And you know what? Because you're making $60,000 a year from your pension, you could just decide what you're going to do. It doesn't matter how much you're making. You could decide something that you've always wanted to do. I don't know, work at a flower shop. Work somewhere that, doesn't pay that much, but you always wanted to do it because it's fun. Imagine doing something that you want to get up every morning and have fun doing it. All right. And that's why I do this, because this is what I'm preparing myself for. I love studying about money. I love studying about Jack Bogle, Warren Buffett, index funds. This is my passion. Find your passion. Find out what it is. Find out when you can leave UPS if you've got your pension in place. Okay. So with that being said, in the news, the UPS, and I got that from Tom B too. I got the UPS thing, and we got sent that. I'm on the UPS email list or whatever, and I think a lot of us have gotten this contract. The supplements are still being ratified in some parts of the country. I mean, I don't know when this is gonna go through, but it's I talk about the benefits. The benefits are absolutely incredible at UPS. I mean, I really don't know any other place that gives you the insurance benefits that we have and the pension that we have. You can participate in the 401k, sick time, personal time, all that vacation time and everything. Incredible. But the starting pay is lagging. Once you get up and get into your years, once you've been there, yeah, we stop making money. But I don't know. I just want this to go through so we can start voting in new leadership. And that's what I'm going to be talking about, is voting in new leadership, as we go forward. But, that's what's in the news today with that. Also in the news, and I like to bring this up, and I love it, that Coach Landers from Mount Ida is planning on having a graduation party from those Mount Ida students that would have graduated in 2019 from Mount Ida. I mean, Coach Landers is just, as I talk to other people about him and everything, I'm sure he's just a step above everybody else when it comes to caring about these kids. And I can't say enough good things about him. I've gone into a lot of good things about him. And but he wants to have a graduation party. For any of you Mount Ida people out there, pass that along. Because Coach Landers, follow him on Twitter. He had a tweet out there about having a graduation party. So definitely follow Coach Landers on Twitter. Find out where that graduation party is going to be. If you're graduating in 2019, let's hear about it, because you deserve every kind of party that you're going to get, because it was an extreme circumstance what it went on at Mount Ida, and now you're coming out on the other side. I see my son, who's at Nichols College, with his girlfriend, who's also at Nichols College. They both went to Mount Ida and had to go through this, and they're coming out on the other side, both of them. And I know a lot of the students are, and I'm so proud of all these kids that went through what they went through at Mount Ida and are coming out on the other side. So I just wanted to bring that up, and I just want to make sure that, we're all following what's going on with that. So if you guys got anything that you want to talk about, please email me at coachp2210@yahoo.com. Comment on the show, subscribe to my channel. Let's keep this going. I got to continue to work. I got to continue to study. I tell you, I've been doing a lot of studying, a lot of reading. Make sure that you continue to do that too. Because you know what I say, I want to win. I want to help you win. Let's win this thing together.